Hey everyone, it's the Big Ideer, and today the question is, what's the big idea with Ubers? Now, if you don't know what an Uber is essentially a tune that has very low laugh and very high gags. As a result, they die a lot. Like, a lot. But let's go a bit more in depth. It's time for a Big Ideer lesson. Ubers originate, as most things in this game originate, from Toontown Online. In Toontown Online, if you were really careful about what tasks you took, it was possible to get all 6 gag tracks with only 50 laugh. This is no longer possible because it's been patched out. While the traditional Uber no longer exists, the spirit of the Uber lives on in what are known as BP Ubers. BP Ubers can have any number of tracks, and depending on how many they have, they'll have a certain amount of lap as well. The only way to give an accurate synopsis of the Uber experience is to live it myself, so I'm going to make a 3-track BP Uber and take it all the way to the top. In this, our inaugural episode, I'm going to get myself to the point where I'm ready to enter the factory. I would generally suggest that when you walk into the factory for the first time, you have at least trunk unlocked. And I figured I should probably get my throw and squirt up to level 5 as well because, otherwise I'm not going to be able to pull my weight properly. I didn't bother to film my first day of gameplay since I was essentially just doing Toontown Central as normal. I picked sound, unsurprisingly. One thing to note, though, is I did have to be extremely careful about fishing, because fishing is required multiple times, and if I managed to get 10 fish by accident, then my run would essentially die there. The strategy to deal with this, if you're an Uber by the way, is to go to Donald's Dreamland, because with the twig rod you have the lowest number of possible fish to catch. After all the required laugh boost tasks in Toontown Central, you'll be looking at 25 laugh as you walk out with your 3rd track, which should probably be sound if you're an Uber, just saying. I also suggest that you do the task in Donald's Dock to get a medium gag pouch, which allows you to carry 30 gags. You're going to want to carry as many as possible, and this is unfortunately all you're going to get is a 3-gag Uber, but take what you can get, I suppose. And then all that's left is the gag grind. I suggest you bring in a higher level tune to carry you through buildings, because that's the only way you're going to get any significant amount of experience. To do this, I strongly suggest that you get a multi-tune controller. This will allow you to control a high level tune and a low level tune at the same time, and have the high level tune do the carrying for you. Any high level tune will work as long as they have tune-up and lure, because you're going to be using those constantly, and sound is probably going to help as well. On my first day of hardcore grinding, I was trying to get my sound caught up to my throw and squirt, which were both at level 4, while my sound was brand new at 0. So the entire first day was spent on that grind. And of course, the best way to exemplify a long training process is with a montage. 3, 2, 1, go! The second day was more or less the same, but with more of a focus on throw and squirt to try and get those up to level 5 as well. I actually managed to level up my throw and squirt at the exact same time for extra style points. And with that, I'm ready to move on to the next phase, going sad a lot in the factory. Stay tuned.